kind of kept me in touch with
Watch
my
your step around,
neighborhood,
mate.
you know.
This arena is what we in the dimension hopping
Hard to
community
get
call a
water out of
really
this old
bad
sailor.
idea door. Daedric misdrift for sure. Let's find this breach and go, alright?
$30.6 on a D21 mil.
Not too bad.
Considering I don't really know if I'm doing the rotation right.
Yeah. It's a good start if you're just learning your rotation.
Yeah.
Night blades are difficult.
There's a breach here, mate. I'm seeing a bridge or maybe a flat sideways tower people can walk on. I guess they're kind of the same thing.
You do all
Only
your
having
damage
3 dimensions
yourself
does make
back.
things simpler.
Backstabs. I wish they would come out with a paladin's class. An honest-to-God holy warrior. Templar's the closest thing they got, but it's actually not an honest-to-God holy warrior, you know, that's made to fight undead and, you know, Daedric, specified for undead Daedric. Demon and unholy. Kind of the opposite of a necro. Healer tank. Yeah, that's one of the oldest, you know, D&D style classes there is, you know. That's like them not having a mixed breed or dwarf class, you know, like hobbit or half elf. But who knows, maybe they'll, next expansion, back after Grey Mark. I figure, come up with that. That would be pretty cool.
Plenty of history hereabouts. Perfect place for a breach. Just look out for gargoyles, eh? Ugly squatters. Always cluttering up the place, ruining the time-worn aesthetic. Yep, I saw you now. Ah, Craglawn. Ever seen this many crags in one place? Its cup runneth over with crags. Not as many lawns as you'd expect, though. Pipe hidden naming habits could use some work, mate. breach ahead. Say, you think Dressage's alright? Can't always tell. Your weird little faces scrunch up when you're upset, but then you bare your teeth when you're happy. It's a puzzler. I can't believe this is our last outing. I feel like we've really bonded, you know? Not on a sticky, alchemical level or anything. That would be very weird. You know what I mean? I'm gonna miss this.
Initiate, something terrible has occurred. Return to Artaeum at once.
Somebody's mumbling to themselves. Yeah, it's adorable. My wife used to do that. Used to. Yeah, no more wife. Yeah, I miss sort of things happen when you get up in the years. Nice.
Before I was a...
Thank you for returning so quickly, Initiate. Our situation is dire. Shortly after you left, the fragments of the Staff of Towers disappeared. Stolen, I'm afraid, by one of our own. Regrettably, yes. The lion's share of the blame falls upon me for not recognizing the depths of her despair, pushing her away from the task when I should have kept her close at hand. But guilt and penance will have to wait. We have much to do. Difficult to say. She mentioned an alien binding ritual she discovered. If it's successful, the catastrophe might be more limited in scope. But make no
Going after what?
mistake, there will be a catastrophe if we do not act quickly to stop her.
Okay.
Indeed we do. And
Charge.
Josaja was very thorough in her
If you need
preparation.
any assistance,
Apparently,
just yell.
she mastered the art of ghostly passage without my knowledge. A feat as
There's
impressive
not
as it
much I
is
can't create in
frustrating.
the game on my main.
Attempts to scry her location have failed. We must take a more direct approach. I looked through her things. An abominable breach of confidence, I know. In any event, I found some renderings of a mine her family once owned. Divad Chagrin. It is both remote and largely untouched by world events. Perfect for her endeavor.
Oh,
Not for long.
hello,
A
Mom.
familiar place can serve as a
How's
temporal
Mother?
anchor. If she went to Divad Chagrin, she almost certainly plans to use it as a springboard into an unfamiliar place, an unfamiliar time. Take the Augur and these seals and find
Go
this
dead,
mine.
Mother.
If you catch her, when you catch her, please exercise mercy and restraint. As you well know,
It might be a
Josaja
record.
is not evil,
4 seconds.
only misguided.
Garage, Mother.
May the old ways guide your steps, Caraval.
Not using ult. Fish to catch and food. Somebody just typed in red wyverns. Why do I get killed in the water sometimes? Somebody else typed back Jaws. Why do I get killed in the water sometimes? Duh! Oh my god. I can't believe they don't know why they die in the water. I typed in slaughterfish for him. Wow. Must be a noob. I thought her guild was 160 minimum.
No, it's just the opposite. It's a training guild.
Oh. The wyverns. On her daily layer, on the bottom it says CP 160. I read it this morning because I was bored. Maybe I was just tired of reading it wrong.
You're reading the trials on Wednesdays and Sundays for CP 160.
Red flag. Device respect all entries content.
But yeah, they are a training guild.
The winners announced. Your access to nations, events, trials, guild hall, stun.
There's a time breach around here for sure, mate. It's not petite. I hope you're sure about this. For your sake, I mean.
It actually does.
We're close. Give me a shake, eh? to you, I guess. Hope you ate something light.
I use this staff to make right what once went wrong.
The staff's tearing her apart. Things are about to get very weird, mate.
An intruder in the Emperor's sanctum? To me! Slay the invaders!
A Josasha from an alternate timeline? She doesn't look happy. The time breach is vulnerable. Now seal it up tight.
What is this? Magic? You will pay.
Another angry Josasha incoming! And she brought her brother along. Another breach sealed. Part 2, hero!
The Staff of Towers. At last. Time is mine to control. You will not stand in my way.
Josasha the evil Psijic tyrant. Drew the short straw on this one, mate. Let's take her down. That breach! That's the last of them! Seal it! It's over. Good work. For a meat brain, I mean.
Josasha,
Is it?
you're alive.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Was anyone hurt? I will never forgive myself if someone was...
Invaluable to this effort, Relic Master.
You know why, Initiate. Everyone knows why. I looked at the Staff of Towers and saw a world without consequences. A world where no sin, small or large, would go unpunished. Where nothing broken was beyond repair. I know. But some pain... Some pain runs so deep that it blinds you, weakens your senses, makes you believe in the impossible. Have you ever felt a pain like that? What's time compared to all the people you love? It doesn't make sense, I know. No, and they shouldn't. I betrayed the Lore Master's confidence. Betrayed the old ways. Everything the Psijic stand for. No, I will face my justice. I will accept the punishment, whatever it is.
So, our adventure is coming to an end, eh? Look, can we talk in private? The Athenaeum, maybe? It won't be a moment.
Olisetta, what are you thinking?
Thanks, mate. I know you've got other adventures ahead, but I wanted to just take a moment and speak face to Crystal's sort of face. Our deal, what else? When we set out, I held you to a promise. You said if I helped you, you'd try to keep me out of the Psijic vault. Well, I helped. So? I knew you were clever. In answer to your direct question, yes, I know what you'll do. But I want you to look at me when you say it. So you're also saying it to yourself, see? A moment of truth and self-reflection. How exciting. Ah, the hero demurs. Well, suppose we'll find out soon enough. But enough of that. This might be our last farewell, mate. What's the custom? Up in a vessel full of that swell you pour down your face all and saying something saccharine? Yeah, of course. I could do with a bit of quiet and fresh air. Your bag, while cozy, is very, very loud. Did I? Does an oblique cogniform have infinite angles? Please don't hurt yourself. The answer is yes. It was great. The sights, the smells, the incessant jingle of all your gear on my face. Dream come true, mate. No. Truth is, I've always known you bipeds have potential. Sure, most of you just stumble through your laughably short lives, making smaller versions of yourselves, urinating, coddling shoes, I don't know. But every so often, there's a you. Sure. Must be hard, though, knowing you're a lion among endless hordes of baby-rearing, urinating, shoemaking sheep. How you keep from just slaughtering them all and conquering this place, I'll never know. Not that I advocate that sort of thing. That, my friend, depends entirely on you. If you put me back into the vault, I'll spend my days plotting another escape, in between bouts of violently cursing your name and swearing revenge, of course. I suppose I'll find a new bag to settle in. Maybe Dressage's. I always liked her, and I think she's already got one boot out the door. She might not be quite as adventurous as you, but I'd take anyone over another century of boring Christians. You know, the fact you didn't make your mind up about this 30 or so time breaches ago gives me cause to worry. But don't stew over it, mate. Either way, I'll make do. It's another few hundred years in the grand scheme of things, eh? So, it's back into the bag I go, eh? Fair enough. Just try to make a little more room, alright? I like lumps of ore and rodent meat as much as the next transdimensional entity, but it gets ridiculous in there sometimes.
Ah, does my heart good to see you, Initiate. The events of the last few days, I must admit, they have taken a toll. I was just preparing Josaja's proclamation of banishment. Not a simple task, I can tell you. Surely this comes as no surprise. She deceived me and the Right Master, stole an artifact of unimaginable power, and very nearly broke time itself. Exile is our only recourse. This brings me no joy. I care deeply for Josaja. It is tragic. Relic Master Glenadier sealed it in the vault of Moawita, and there it will remain. So long as I draw breath, that staff will never again see the light of day. I would not have entered into such a bargain, but given the circumstances, I understand. The Augur served us well, but we cannot permit objects of such power to roam free in Tamriel. In the wrong hands, its gift of foresight could prove costly. A bold suggestion considering her recent exploits. Still, Josaja is thirsty for answers, and the Augur is bound to provide honest counsel. Yes, this may work. The Augur will go to Josaja. She waits outside, preparing for her journey.
Do you have a moment? A friend of mine, she's run off, and I fear the worst. Ulysseta Grecog. We're not friends exactly. More like colleagues. Well, perhaps we are friends. I'm not sure. She doesn't make it easy. Anyway, none of that matters. What matters is that she's put herself in harm's way. Again. Please don't tell anyone, but I think she stole a seeing stone called the Eye of Remembrance and took it to Traitor's vaults. I told her to put it back. The Relic Master will be furious. I thought she'd seen reason, but when she missed breakfast...
It's beautiful, isn't it? Even after all these years, I'm still in awe of this place. and now I'll never see it again. Forgive me. We both know this is a fate I brought upon myself. Is there something you need, Initiate? He'd entrust this to me? After all I did? How I disappointed him? I don't know what to say. Actually, come to think of it, I do. I will never disappoint my mentor again. I may be exiled, but the Augur and I will make a better world. You don't know what this means to me. To have a friend on such a lonely journey. Thank you. I hope you'll see me off. I'm to meet the Lore Master at the portal to Tamriel.
Tranquil greetings, Initiate. Have you come to deliver the Augur of the Obscure? I cleared a place for it in the vault. All is prepared. Oh? That is unusual. It was my understanding that the Augur's work was concluded. Does Kellerus plan to use it for some other purpose? Josiah? Well, that is an unlikely choice. But I defer, of course. Kellerus was blind to her motives before, but he knows her heart quite well now. Of that I am certain. If he thinks she is equal to the task, so be it. Thank you for informing me.
I'm so sorry for disappointing you, Lore Master.
It is as I always said, Josiah. Failure is an opportunity for growth. I hope this exile will lead you to better things.
Well, I guess this is goodbye. I'll take good care of the Augur. You have my word. Thank you for everything. I deserve this exile, but I don't think I will ever deserve a friend like you. Take care of the Order for me, all right? First, I think I'll go home, to the Alakir. I have a lot of ghosts to confront, choices to make peace with. Changing the past was always a mirage. All we can do is face it and persevere. I'll do what I can to ease my family's burdens, to rebuild a sense of hope and set them back on the path to happiness. Then, travel. Definitely travel. As much as I love this place, there's a whole world to explore out there.
The time has come. Rest easy. I'm certain that both Josiah and the Augur will be fine. No, they will do better than that. They will thrive. Now you reap the harvest of your good works. Through your dedication and heroism, you have proved your worthiness. So I present this final gift. Beyond this, there is nothing I can teach you. Let the old ways proclaim, you are now a true Psijic. The time has come. Now you reap the harvest of your good work.
Farewell.